ごきげんよう。金魚人間と申します。どうぞよろしくお願いします。Hello, hi, greetings. I'm King Ningo, and this is Fishing for Fashion, a little cute segment that we have here on YouTube where we interview your favorite VTuber on their hot takes on VTuber fashion. And today I have with me a icon, a legend, a virus. We have Pace.exe today on the channel. If everyone can say hi YouTube, hello.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi. He lives.
Hello.
He
Hi.
lives. You were holding your breath there for quite a minute, weren't you?
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. It's just one of the many skills. One of the many skills I can obtain.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love to see it. We love to see
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. Showing off them skills. You already know what it is.
All right,
How's it hanging, everyone? Oh, big stretch.
You good there? I hope you didn't
Yeah.
sprain anything while
I heard it crack my back. Bro.
I
It's
heard that
crazy.
too. Crack ASMR, but like
Hear a
not the
little
crack that you
pop.
think. Back crack
Ooh,
ASMR.
Back cracking ASMR. You gotta love it. We love
You
it
gotta
here.
love it.
Thanks for having me on, though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you again for joining me. In such short notice, we pretty much got this together in like 2 weeks, which is kind of crazy.
That's short notice.
I think it's like
That's
2
short
weeks.
notice.
Was it two? Is it okay? For me, it takes me a moment. Okay, as an introvert, like I have to like mentally prepare myself to even just like reach out to people sometimes. Where I'm just like, okay, I know who I'm gonna reach out to. I need a day reaching out to that person, and then
That's plenty of time.
So I see you're an extrovert.
No, it's not like that. But it's like I think it's what is it? When the day starts getting closer and closer, it just starts feeling like a shorter time. I'm like, oh, I didn't have enough time to fucking prep or anything like that. Like
yeah.
And then you're procrastinating on your very last day, and you're like, oh I forgot to prep this thing, or you forgot one little detail.
Yeah, no,
that's how it feels with
you
collab.
provided more than plenty details for this. No cap. Before we even get started, I have to say, like, granted, we're like on episode 3 of this. This is episode 3 that we're filming at time of recording, but like, no cap, you have sent me the most references I've gotten like so far out of anybody. Like, I was just like, oh my god, how am I gonna organize this? Like, how am I going to make sure like everyone has the opportunity to see this? And I did manage to figure that out. It took a minute, it took a moment, but we got there. So
yeah,
we Gucci.
Yeah.
We Gucci here.
Made it work.
Yeah.
Light work, no reaction.
Yes. So I've done what I say is a pretty good job of introducing you here on the channel, but if you want to just give a quick intro of yourself, your name, your preferred pronouns, and what do you do, and what kind of content do you like making?
Holy shit. It's been a while since I did my intro, but I'll just
Let's get
I'll
it.
just do it on the spot real quick. But hi everyone, my name is Pace, Pace.exe or Pace_ASMR, whatever you like to refer to me as, or wherever you like to see me. Pronouns are he, him, they, them, because we like to feel inclusive around this place. You already know what it is. What I do, shifted from VTubing, music, rap to doing ASMR content, but we do some of it on the side. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't had anything written down.
No, you're good.
I used to.
If it's been a minute, like, totally understand that. I mean, you'll be getting into new content very soon, I'm sure, which we'll get into more later on. But I will say, as I checked out your YouTube channel to like get to know a little bit more about you, Harem goes, no cap, y'all. Harem goes hard. Like, stream that. She will be added to my VTuber song playlist, because yes, I do have a playlist specifically for VTuber artists, and Harem is gonna be on there.
It's been a while.
And bet when Offkai comes around in 2025, like that will be blaring on the speaker.
I'm gonna run out the room. I'm running out the room. I'm running out the Airbnb if we do that. Like I wake up, right? Like
Just this
uh
is the alarm. This is how we wake up. This is how we get the day started.
oh my god, if I hear that and then I like go in like the
We go
fucking
hard.
Airbnb kitchen and then I hear y'all blaring that I'm jumping out the window, bro. There's no way. Oh my god. Isn't that what we was thinking of? Like rent all of us renting an Airbnb or something
It's
like
been
that?
it's been discussed. It's in the works, but we'll see how it goes. Hofkai hasn't even decided like we're gonna be here this year, and it's just like
Bro.
can't even book anything if we don't even know where you're gonna be.
That's
But
true. But that means we have a free vacation to
oh my god,
wherever we land. I don't
off
know.
collab,
Off collab, legit. Oh
off
my god,
collab.
that'd be so lit. But yeah, like what were we talking about again?
We were
Shit.
we were talking about harem, but
Yeah.
which you should totally give a listen to. Subscribe to Pace's channel just alongside. You should subscribe to mine. You know, like, comment,
Yeah.
subscribe, all that spiel. I really hate doing that stuff, so we're just gonna move on past that and get into the reference. So
Yeah, let's stop all this self-advertising.
yeah,
I don't like doing self-advertising too. It
the
feels
plug
weird
is hard.
sometimes.
The plug is hard.
It is difficult.
It's
It
real,
hurts.
but yeah,
hurts.
you gotta do it somehow, some way.
You gotta
Just
make the bread
because
somehow,
gotta
yeah.
make the bread somehow. And so, speaking of bread making, which this is me making a horrible segment into your reference because it has nothing to do with bread, but
Yeah,
it is. It's pretty dope. And
Oh, thank you.
this is the part where before you get into the nitty gritty of like how you thought of this aesthetic and everything, I kind of guess what it is. I like to consider myself pretty well versed in fashion and pretty well versed in aesthetics through just being chronically online, but there's always times where I might not guess it so closely. But just off the top of my head, off like what I see in front of me, I'm going to guess like this is very much influenced on like there's cyberpunk realness going on here for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think over the years, right?
Yeah.
That makes me sound old as f- But like, for about 2 years, I've been really into like the techwear and cyberpunk
Yeah.
aesthetic.
It's
for a
very
while.
techwear, which like I think this is very unique in itself because you've done a really good job of having, well, for one, you've gone above and beyond by having 2 models for yourself, which I'm just like, damn,
Yeah,
that's a lot. Like,
yeah, and
but they're both very cohesive in themselves. Like it's whoever's designed this, which we'll get into very soon, but like they've done a really good job of making both of them very distinct without also losing the core identity of who Pace is as a person as a whole. Like both are very similar. It's like, if in a situation where it's like you had a twin, like these guys would be twins. And like you can see very clearly with that because the base is all the same. The base with the hoodie, you haven't done too much with the pants. The only differences here that we really see very abruptly are like mostly between like the headgear and the eyewear. And of course, the tail.
Yeah, the tail. So the inspiration for this model is it's a Jekyll and Hyde inspired like model and motif.
Okay.
So one side is like the evil, like dark side, and the other one's the calm side. It was suggested by like friends and my manager as like, hey, you have 2 differing content styles, right? Yeah, you have rap and you have really calm chill streams, and they don't meld at all whatsoever. So how about you make like a model or a personality that kind of blends the 2 together? And I was like, I can try that. Yeah. So I came up with like a design that was like inspired by like a little bit of like some of my older models. When it comes to like the base model, that was my old 2020 VTuber model base that I used. And a lot of the fashion was, especially the crop top hoodie and the goggles and the glasses. was like my femboy era. So I was like, it looks kind of dope. Maybe I should
It's
like make it look more masculine a little bit, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love it. We love a cropped hoodie here. I love
Mm-hmm.
anything cropped. It's so good because I feel like it elongates your figure so much,
It does.
and just
We
makes your legs so much longer.
mm-hmm.
So we
It
love
makes
that.
short people taller, bro.
Yes,
Like legit.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
bro. Like that's the like in real life too. I wear crops, right? Like we need
Mm-hmm.
more dudes in crop hoodies,
Like
legit.
short king, short queen.
Mm-hmm.
Wear crops, like, because trust, it will elongate your legs. Like, no
It's a life
cap.
hack.
I'm to dox myself, I'm 5'2", or 160 centimeters for y'all who don't live in the U.S. Heathens. Um, so I'm a little bit on.
Freaks.
I was like fucking freaks. So I'm like on the shorter side. But like I've done a very good job by like literally subscribing to crop tops and then high waisted like anything bottoms wise. So that like
Yes.
on pictures, a lot of people thought before they met me, like for those who have seen me in person, they were like, I thought you were like 5'7" in your photos because of the way you angle your photos and like the way your legs look. I was like, you look like
Mm-hmm.
you were 5'7". I'm like, oh really? Oh really? I'm not, but thank you.
Like, oh my gosh. And like the thing that I love
Mhm.
about like a good cropped hoodie too, I work out a lot, right?
Oh
But like
yeah.
I got a bit of like a what is it? A little bit of a dad bod, you know?
Uh-huh.
But it just kind of makes I don't know, slims your figure down a little bit. Makes your top
Yeah.
look a lot heavier.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
just
What
it's
I
a
think
lot.
it
Such a
also
hack.
helps to do, and it depends on the crop, of course. Sometimes it can depend on what you're wearing for your bottoms. But I think in this case, for what you've done with your model, you've done a um, great job creating a triangle shape, that
Yeah.
goes, like the point is at the bottom where your shoes start, where your shoes
Hmm.
are, and then it goes into a triangular shape as you start to go up and then into the crop, which I love. I love a triangle shape. I love anything that's more triangular, or more of an hourglass figure. Anything with triangles. Angles are great. And I
Hmm.
think
Yeah.
I think these designs have done a really excellent job of capturing that specific shape.
Yeah, especially when it comes with like just trying to get the duality of the model because it is a Jekyll and
Mhm.
Hyde inspired model. Like I want to show more of the rugged side, but also a lot of the soft angles as well. But
Yeah.
with the crop especially, I wanted to also get that triangular shape on that as well. So I kind of had to like I don't know what the correct term is, but like widen out the bottom part, that black like edge there.
Oh
So it's
yeah,
not just
the
like going,
trim.
yeah, I had to
It's
widen out
not
the trim.
cinched. It's not cinched as much.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
cinched.
Yeah, it's a little
Hmm.
looser. No, I can tell. I can tell.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like the
and
best part, yeah, of like
mhm.
why I love crops because like it just has that like sort of shelf and stuff like that
Mhm.
with the
Mhm.
trim.
Yeah. I feel like crops can be very versatile in that sense cuz you can make them looser or you can make them tighter. Um
Hmm.
and then that can help either, and it helps define your figure in different ways for sure. And I think with
Yeah.
this case, it was a good choice to keep the cropped hoodie looser, because you already have like a pretty like cinched in like figure with the pants already being high
Yeah.
waisted, and then they're pretty like form fitting. That is like it's like it probably wouldn't have been bad to make it cinched at the cropped hoodie as well, but I think it creates more dimension by having it looser.
Yeah. It has, yeah, it also provides like a good separate. I wanted a good
Yeah,
separation from like
agreed.
the leg armor, like leg braces and stuff like that
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I
from
totally
like the rest of the
agree.
bod.
It
Yeah.
definitely helps. Like, it doesn't um it's very cohesive. Like, it doesn't cause you to get confused at all. Like, you can tell what's what, where each piece starts, where each piece ends. And I
Mm,
personally appreciate that, where it's just like there's just enough here going on that I am entertained, but I am not overwhelmed.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Like I think on this model, sadly,
Mhm.
or in this reference sheet, it doesn't show, but like on the actual model,
Mhm.
there's the bodysuit's not supposed to be like a plain like dark gray. It's supposed to be like transparent. and
Ah.
there's supposed to be a skeleton underneath the actual
Oh.
bodysuit. Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
mean,
see.
I can pull it up,
Um,
like while we're doing this if you need
yeah,
something,
we
but
can always add it in post production. Was it provided in any of the reference images you shared?
no, sadly,
No. Well,
sad.
damn, that's too bad. I had a whole PowerPoint ready and everything because no
No, it's
cap, no
okay.
cap. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. Pace sent me so many images that I was
Mm.
just like, what do I do with all of these? And so PowerPoint.
Oh my god. So I'm gonna be real. I feel like people should do this when they're trying to get like art sketch to
Mm,
them or like fan art in general. This
yeah.
is useful. Like I
No,
feel like
totally.
yeah, exactly.
Like
Especially if you have
this
a 3D
is
model, this is
yeah.
so much more useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is very inspiring because personally I don't have a reference image of myself yet, but it gives me ideas for myself of like, okay, I probably should go this hard. Like I think having a main base like reference image is fine because in case you want to have that pinned to your Twitter and all, everybody likes that. Everyone has that for
Mm.
themselves pinned on their top of their Twitter, so that when people see your model, they know like here's the base, here's like the main things. But having this much detail is great, and someone in chat was even mentioning how it reminds them of sketchbook layouts, and I definitely agree. It's very not too dissimilar to sketchbook layouts in this sense.
Yeah, it provides a lot more context to the design too. Like
Oh, totally.
especially, yeah.
Like after like with the amount of images you sent me, I'm just like, damn. I mean, at this point, if I was someone taking on a commission, I'd have no questions.
That's the biggest thing because like you're doing I do this for Skeb mostly
Yeah,
because of course you only get one message in and then
yeah. It's
you
out.
don't get any corrections.
It's a
Yeah.
Hail Mary.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like people should do this a lot more.
Yeah, hopefully, like, of
For
course, it's
real.
hard to get reference images. Pay your artists what they're due. Um, but I definitely agree. Multiple reference images may just be the best way to go, especially if you feel frustrated with the way your commissions come back and it's just like, damn, they missed this detail, or like, oh, they missed that detail. It's like, well, did you provide enough reference images and enough details of your model?
Yeah.
Of
Like
yourself. Like, did you do that part though? Because it's like, this is a two-way street here. Like, it's give and take.
mm-hmm. Like I think another thing too about a reference image like this, it's not only for the artist or like yeah, it's not only for the artist, it's also for like you to kind of see like, oh, what am I missing from this? Because this is a chance to really look at your model
Mm,
and your outfit from all different angles and seeing which works and what doesn't work. And like when I
mm-hmm.
was making this is when I was like, the body looks kind of plain. Like
Yeah.
yeah, of course I like a plain looking like undersuit, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
that's when I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll try out a skeleton. You know,
Yeah.
we'll add that and see
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah.
And it worked. I don't know. I feel like it worked a little bit.
No,
It
it
provided a little bit
adds.
more detail.
No, I completely agree. Because I think one thing, and I've noticed this even in IRL techwear, for somebody who's getting into techwear, um, or just in general, I think sometimes that gets forgotten about is the bottom pieces, the bottom accessories. Like,
Yeah.
I think when I think of techwear, I imagine like there's straps, there's things coming anywhere and everywhere, and like there's buckles and all this thing. Like in a sense, like for another reference, I'm like sometimes like people like honestly a Final Fantasy character comes to mind when I think of
Mm.
like techwear, and they make sure to keep everything from top to bottom finished, and I think that gets missed out a lot when some people go the techwear route in their fashion, whether that be personal fashion or in their VTuber fashion, because it just doesn't come to mind. And maybe it's because they didn't have those reference images to review.
Yeah. Like I feel like it's a lot of techwear is very focused on like the amount of accessories that you have, and it's always about
Mm-hmm.
like the jacket that you get. I kind of
Yes.
blame this on a lot of YouTubers in a sense. Like there's this guy called Accessorize Me. Love his
Yeah.
channel. I love the stuff that
Yeah.
he posts. But one of the biggest things is that he only shows like the waist up and never like the waist down, doesn't show the pants.
Oh.
And
True.
like, not to call out people that wear tech wear, but like, y'all buy the same AliExpress pants, bro, and y'all should be going to like a general like supply store that sells like armor or something like that. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and it's,
You
but
know,
yeah, I
maybe
feel
that's why we don't see enough detail on the bottoms. The influencers just aren't doing the influencing.
They need to be showcasing this bottom part though.
The
On God,
influencers aren't influencing,
they're not
okay?
influencing, bro. They're not
Yeah.
doing their job, bro. They
Right.
slacking. They
They
lacking.
slacking.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like
Yeah.
speaking of
Hmm.
like techwear and like the top influence, like another thing that I wanted to like keep from like my old designs was like a mask.
Yeah.
Cause like prior to being like paste.exe, it was
Hmm.
paste mask. So it's like a pun on like face mask.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that was like the moniker, and of course I kept it in the design, but I wanted to kind of have like more of that, and like also
Hmm.
maybe make it look like a Power Ranger in some sort.
Yeah.
Sadly, I can't I can't show right now because I'm a 3D
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Kingo
yeah.
is a 2D. So uh
You
I
know,
mean, yeah,
there's
it
this
could work.
beautiful thing called post production where we can just
That is
add
true.
in the reference image in
I
post.
keep forgetting the post production. Yeah,
The
but
post
like
production comes in clutch.
it does come in clutch, but I think you can see it on the reference images as well, like
Yeah,
a mask and
the
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, coming back to the main one, I definitely do see it on. I think particularly on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you definitely see the mask on, and then versus mask off. Do you
Yeah.
So you have toggles for that then, both mask
I
on, mask
have
off.
I have toggles for
Nice,
nearly everything on the separate toggles so I can like customize what goes on and what goes off and stuff like that.
nice, nice.
Yeah, I got some like animated toggles for when the
Mhm.
mask comes on, and like yeah, it's a lot of detail
Yeah,
for essentially something that I'm only gonna use like what once or 0 times per stream.
yeah, I
But
totally get that. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It
Mhm.
is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you do mention like you had a lot of toggles going on with your model, and that your model's in fact 3D, which we noticed with a couple of the reference images earlier. Who designed all of this? Like, who was the person who got the ball rolling? Because like in this reference image particularly, like this is a very different art style from when we get into the 3D portion. So I'm assuming like you had different parents across the board.
So it was me that designed this, and this reference image was
Mm-hmm.
only meant for promotional purposes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was only meant for promotional purposes, and when we commissioned
Uh-huh.
Toriniku, God bless them.
Yeah.
I love their artwork. They make
Yeah.
really good reference sheets and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I sent them. We wanted to get the ball rolling about 6 months before my actual debut started,
Yeah.
and I didn't have a final design, so I kind of had to be all like, oh, I have to post what I have. And the
Yeah.
pictures that I showed you with like all that reference, that's the stuff
Mm-hmm.
that I posted to Toriniku, and they gave me
Mm.
this about 3 months later, and I was like, oh, it's too late. I already had so much to the new model.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But
So
it's not enough
mhm.
to get it like redone, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
So in a way, like, did the 3D rigging technically happen in ahead of the design?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
How'd that
on
go?
so I
Exactly.
had to like I wanted to make the mask sort of look just like the one on the picture.
Yeah.
So in the actual model, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a it should be a little bit more like curved and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
And
I
it
see what you mean.
yeah, so like on the model itself, what is it? When I toggle virus mode,
Mm-hmm.
there should be like little horns that pop out of the mask. But on the regular mode,
Yeah.
there shouldn't be any horns. So it's like a lot more like
Ah.
rounded out and stuff like that. I think it
Mm.
shows up on the this one here, but not as much.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot more rounded out.
Got it.
And I get these like little demon horns. Other ones was like I had to like redo like some strap work,
Yeah.
the tail and stuff like that. I had to redo.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it still stays true to form.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and it doesn't really deviate too much from the actual model. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had to like, what is it? I kind of had to rush on the model a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
My manager told me, "Ah, don't worry about the model too much because they're mostly going to be here for you. And if
Yeah.
you're not going to be
True.
showcasing your model 24/7,
True.
you're going to be gaming and all that shit,
Yeah.
So
True.
like, he wasn't really too worried about that. If anything, he thought I was kind of wasting my time nitpicking at all these tiny details. But then I was like, self-fulfillment. I just kind of want to get this done,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah.
Um, so how was that process then? Because it sounded like with everything going backwards, how did your 3D like how would you call it? Because as someone who's like pretty much just only 2D at the moment, 3D, I don't know when that will happen, but God hopes, I hope. How does the 3D process go, and like who was the person who got the 3D model together?
So the process of like going from sketch to 3D is, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it's like it is kind of easy once like you just kind of like have a back, side, and then front image. Or there's like this little neat trick that I do in Vroid where I what is it? I use like a bunch of hair layers and stuff like that, and like I kind of 3D sketch the actual design and accessories on beforehand before I actually uh model it myself. And
Yeah.
the person that modeled it was me,
Yeah.
because
Yep.
we broke boys out here. We broke boys, so we have to do everything ourselves.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say it was too difficult. I would say the only difficult part of this model was trying to get all the animations, the toggles, and everything like actually working.
Yeah.
But when it came to the design work, and the planning for it, mostly starting off with sketches, and I'm gonna be real, a lot of the sketches did not look good in 3D afterward. I was looking at it, it's like, I don't like how this looks.
It didn't translate as much.
It didn't translate as much, and at the time I was pretty new to Blender, so like designing some other aspects too, I had to make it pretty simple.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of experience in Blender now.
Yeah.
So I mean, and maybe I might do the new model in Blender, but who knows? But I wanted to make a lot of the accessories very simple to add on. So like the leg armor and the that back spine with all those like little frog looking plates, the frog shaped plates.
Yeah.
And a lot of the design elements here are actually like copied and pasted, but they're just shrunken down. So like with the leg armor, it's in the leg armor is like literally two models that are sort of repeated over and over again. You can't really tell because it's just stretched out and it just kind of looks like part of the thing, and it's the same color.
Yeah.
But like if you look really closely at like the leg armor, it's essentially just the same model, just stretched out. Same with the back spine with the frog plates.
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works. I mean, none the wiser until someone points it out, right? I mean,
which we're doing right now. But
it's like that. Have you seen that like art life hack where if you want to make a mouth, you make two eyes?
Yes.
And like it's exactly like that. Nobody will know.
Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know. Oh my god. It's literally moment right there.
Yeah. I mean, that's so funny. Yeah. But like, I guess I'm really curious. That makes me really curious because it seems like there was a lot of detail that was put into this. A lot of time, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Mm.
Why the tech gear fit? Why this fit in particular?
Oh my god. So it all comes down to like finding a motif for
Yeah.
my for like a VTuber model, because like of
Hmm.
course VTubers traditionally we want to stick to a motif.
Yeah.
Luckily for others, they don't need to, but you know, traditionally you gotta have something. You
Yeah.
gotta have
It's a
something.
brand. It's a brand.
Mm-hmm. And I was like thinking back to like other like what my motif was like back in 2020, and
Yeah.
it was fucking lame. I don't know. It was literally like City Boy has his pet frog and plays ukulele. I was like, that's lame as fuck. We gotta make it seem, we gotta put some lore into this, because I had some big ambitions for this like character design. Like
Yeah.
I wanted like to make to make a Blender animation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was, I still have the file. I just didn't finish it. I think we're like 30% of the way there, and then
Uh huh.
I wouldn't say gave up. I would say like I got too busy for it and just never ever finished it. You
Uh,
know?
it happens.
Yeah, but it's all finding a motif, and I was like, what's a unique motif that's relating to like computers and stuff like that? Because I was really into like, of course, Cyberpunk. I never played Cyberpunk, but you know,
I
seeing
mean,
all those
on
stuff,
release, like nobody was playing Cyberpunk.
fucking good, fucking
Mm.
good, preach. But like, I was really into like those, what is it, those cyberpunk masks
Yeah.
that people were like making. I can like
Yeah. Yeah.
send
Yeah.
pictures too
Yeah.
for like post
Absolutely.
production.
Post production,
Post
my
production, yeah,
favorite
gotta love
thing.
it, baby. Yep. But I was like, it has to be something, because there's multiple virus VTubers out there, and I wanted to kind of stand out from the crowd.
Yeah.
And I decided with like a model that has two personalities, you know?
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
so we, like, me and my manager, we did brainstorming of like, what, how can we make this work, you know?
Yeah.
So we looked at a lot of uh what is it, we looked at the Goblin from Marvel and stuff like that, Moon Knight,
Oh. Yeah.
a lot of
Mhm.
superheroes,
Yeah.
especially because I also put in like, I want to make this look like uh I want one side to look like a hero, and
Yep.
then one side to look like a villain.
Yeah.
But I want it to be the same outfit, you know? Like
Uh
him,
huh.
like I want him to like switch
Yeah.
personalities like mid fight, you know,
Yeah.
like
Like keep the base
glitch
the
out, yeah.
same, but make sure it's still all cohesive with and
Exactly.
but still individualistic, which I think you've done an amazing job capturing. I
Thank
can't
you.
say it enough because like both are just so good on their own, but together like it all comes together in a really good
Thank
way.
you.
That it's like if like you one day if you just decided like you wanted to put these two designs together, I don't even think there would be an issue. Like if you wanted to like go, I don't know, like a purple vibe, you know, maybe
Oh,
like the two of them finding equilibrium, you know, I think that I think it would be very easy to meld these two together without any issues.
I'm gonna be in my Gojo color purple type. On God, let's go.
Just
I'm gonna do
be
that.
sure to tag me. Be sure to tag me. I
Yo,
don't
yeah,
I don't need
get
any
gratification.
I
Get
don't need any I don't
gratification.
need any royalties, just the clout.
Shout out to King Yo. Shout out to King Yo for this color purple idea. On God. Yo,
Yeah.
that sounds like a really good idea now. Holy.
You know, next model, next
Next
outfit, you
model.
never know.
I mean, yeah. Oh my God, next model's gonna be so fun. Crazy, bro.
We're gonna
Oh
get
my.
into that. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that. Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of curious about more so on moving forward and like moving past like, you know, what may be your third outfit, fourth outfit. How many outfits do you have? If you don't mind me asking.
Ooh. Okay.
This is a very different question, but I was really
With
curious.
this model base, let's see. So there's the first one. Okay, so with this model base, it was made by like a past partner and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like I designed a lot of the outfits. So let's see here. So I had a pajama outfit,
Mhm.
a Teddy Fresh like sweater looking thing, right?
Yeah.
I was very much into like pastels at the time, and I still am. I'm a very
Yeah.
pastel
No,
type dude,
I think we see it very apparently in these designs right here.
Yeah, like, but I was like heavily into like the soft boy aesthetic, and never
Yeah.
really screamed
Yeah.
as much. But like as the years went by and angry, bro, like
Yeah.
I just decided like we'll go hardcore with this.
Mhm.
So I decided to move away from those like three models, right? Those
Yeah.
three outfits
Yeah.
into a more like, what is it? It's like a black Leatherman jacket looking thing
Mhm. Mhm.
with like a lot of light up bits and stuff like that. I don't know. It was very like a lot of my outfits back then were never planned, so that was my fourth outfit that I had.
Ah, got
And
you.
this is my, I would say fifth. This is my,
Oh,
yeah, I think
okay.
you're right. My fifth outfit for this model base. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not counting like the other like alt models like the femboy
Yeah.
model or any other like that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if we're just sticking to like this base, this is like outfit number 5.
This is outfit
Got
number
it.
5. This
Okay.
is my baby number 5 on God. Yeah.
Mambo number 5.
I'm on number 5 on God.
Got you.
Part of the
Um,
collection.
would you say? Would you
What?
say?
I said it's part of the collection. It's
I know,
part of the
I know, I
collection.
know. I'm just trying to get the next question out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good. Um, would you say? Would you say that like the fashion for your model then bleeds into your everyday fashion? I think I kind of know the answer to that question because
Bro.
spoiler, we have met. For those who
Yeah.
are not in the know, we have met. So I did get to see a bit of your fit, and
Uh,
I think may I just say those
don't
boots were my
don't
favorite thing.
don't
Those
don't
boots were
even say.
my favorite. You know, not even joking because like I'll we again post production is gonna come in clutch, but like the
Bro.
boots that Pace was wearing are some of my favorite. If not just for like the irony of
Dude.
looking like Astro Boy's shoes, but also they just remind me of Egghead arc shoes right now because that's airing on for One Piece and like no cap, that's my favorite arc in terms of fit. Like
That's literally the reason why I started wearing those boots, because Egghead Island is, oh, it's so
based,
good.
based.
Like
Everyone's fashion, like everyone's fits have popped off at Egghead. It's my
they popped off, and
favorite
like the big red
favorite
boots is like
arc.
I can't even look at they don't even look like Astro Boy shoes anymore. They legit look like I'm wearing one of those suits from Egghead, and
Yes.
it's so nice.
It's such a
But
vibe.
yeah,
Oda popped off then. He really popped
Oda,
off.
he really popped off. Like he thought that like Wano was gonna be crazy. No, bro, Wano took too fucking
Nothing.
long,
I was
bro.
like, you ain't ready for anything yet.
Like, yo, Vegapunk was cooking when he was making those outfits, bro. Like, on God,
He
he was
cooked.
cooking.
He cooked.
I don't know how. Probably one of his satellites or some was like a tailor or something like that, and just
Yeah.
started like going all like Pharrell like on that shit, and just
Pharrell
started cooking.
Mugler. Pharrell Mugler Gucci vibes, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
just stating brands at this point. I can't, the original brand that those shoes remind me of, I can't come to mind. They don't come to mind right now, but again, post
Oh,
production
the
is
mischief,
the
mischief
mischief.
boots.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was just gonna be like, post production. We just gonna throw stuff in post production because that is
Bro,
my
we're throwing
favorite
everything
friend.
in post production, bro.
That is my favorite friend when it comes to these segments. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
again, back to the question. Would you say then your model fashion and your IRL fashion are kind of intersecting, intertwining, or
It's yeah.
yeah,
Now it's
yeah?
intertwining.
Now it's intertwining. They're kind of
It's
getting
now
together.
intertwining, yo.
They're kind of
After,
getting together.
bro, I got a job and now I'm spending all this money on techwear
Damn.
AliExpress crap, bro. Oh my gosh,
Damn.
yes, please, dude. I'm going off real quick. Like I blend a lot more techwear into like my street fashion. You
Yeah.
know, I have a there's like this shop where I live. It's called Second Street, and it
Mhm.
just has a lot of designer and like really dope looking like finds and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I tend to blend a lot of tech wear accessories and kind of
Yeah.
match it towards like the jacket that I'm wearing, the pants that I'm wearing, you know? Like
Mhm.
if I want to like make it look a lot cooler. I know this is gonna sound pretty cringe, bro, but I got like a mask recently.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
two cyberpunk looking masks that I'm gonna be like what is it?
Come through to
Like
Offkai.
customizing.
Come,
Yo,
come through.
I'm pulling up with the them shits on
I
God.
bet I will see
I'm
you there.
like a lot of VTuber friends that hung out with me IRL, like they know that like I wear I started wearing these fucking masks like religiously. Like I don't leave home without them because I don't. That sounds cringe. But you know what? Let me do
You
my
know,
nerdy shit
COVID's
in
still
peace.
around. You're
Let me
just
do my
staying,
nerdy shit in
just
peace. On
saying,
God.
COVID's still around, man. You're just staying safe.
That's true.
COVID's coming up. Monkeypox is on the rise. Stay safe out there, y'all.
That's
Like,
true.
do
That's
not
actually
just
true.
like throw out all your masks. Whatever you still have left, you know, maybe hold on to that. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't help that the mask is like, it's
It's cute.
honestly
It's
breathable.
aesthetic.
Yeah, it's aesthetic, but it's also like functional too. It's really breathable.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's getting sunny as fuck over here, right? And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my God, I didn't even know that I needed this until I actually had it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some functionality to it. Like, what is it? Another thing that I started doing too was like, instead of a backpack, because I always wore a backpack everywhere I went, because it's
Yeah.
useful. But I
Yeah.
got a sling, and instead of slinging like the pouch over my back, it's always on my front now. And I wanted,
That's
yeah,
smart because you don't know what's out there.
you don't know what's out there. You don't want people
Yeah.
touching your crap, bro. Like, oh
Yeah.
God, like, but I wanted it in the front so it looked more militaristic.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
a staple of tech wear, cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel
yeah.
that. I feel that. I see you. I see you.
And I what is it? So I got some like it's same on the model. I have some fake some fake Balenciaga, you know, the sock shoes type
Yes,
beat?
yes, I know
Yes,
exactly what you're talking about.
I got the fake Balenciagas. I have the real Balenciagas, but I don't want to like ruin it for everyday wear because I've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
wearing it
yeah.
so much. I've been wearing these. I don't want to ruin my fakes. I mean,
Yeah.
ruin my fakes. I don't ruin my reels. Yeah, I'll ruin my reels. I'll ruin them. I
Yeah.
spent money on them.
Yeah,
Oh
I mean,
God.
some hard-earned money, so
Some
use it as
hard-earned
you'd like.
bags. Yeah, but I rock the fake Balenciagas outside with like the black pants and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I try to make sure it's like either what is it? I have like compression like
Socks, the compression socks.
like not socks, but it's like
Yeah.
those things that are used for running.
Oh,
Like,
the compression leggings.
yeah, compression leggings.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then I have
yeah.
like black shorts on top of that.
Yeah.
And then like I either like knee padded up. And weirdly enough, like I end up they get scuffed up. They get scuffed up. They end up getting used.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
crazy. I never really knew that I bent down or fell and shit like that much
Yeah.
in my life. I don't
Yeah.
even do anything. I don't do anything.
Are you clumsy? Do you just happen to follow?
I think I'm just clumsy. Yeah, I think.
Okay, well,
I think the tech wear is more for my safety than it is for my looks. On God, not gonna lie.
it just so happens to be aesthetic. That's all.
It just so happens to look fucking good, yo. On God.
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
And I like prior to like wearing a lot of tech wear, like I have a lot of jackets that just, I don't know, they fit the aesthetic. Like I think you've seen the purple and red in
You mean your
ID
false?
jacket.
You mean your false ID cosplay?
Yeah, I said I beat you to the punch on that.
Your false ID cosplay.
Yeah, beat you to the punch on that shit. On God. But yeah, like that, and I also have like, I don't know, just a lot of them have just these random straps and pockets that I like as a kid, and like growing up, I'm all like, what am I gonna use this on? What am I gonna store? And then like now I can store so much shit. I don't know.
You got pockets for days. Like no bag needed. You got pockets for days.
Exactly. I don't need to leave the house with no bag. I'm protected. All my stuff's with me, yo. Oh God. Need hand sanitizer? Boom. Touchland in the titty pocket. Sprayed on my hand and all that shit. Do I need my keys? Boom. It's on my asshole pocket. Boom. There you go. Like, it's, I don't know. Like, ever since I started getting more into tech wear fashion, I just started becoming, like, I just started noticing how useful it is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it looked goofy. I get looks in public.
Yeah.
But like, bro, they don't know how easy it is just to hide your phone in your jacket type
You
and
are
just
you
pull it
are
out.
you are your own security system.
Exactly. Like, and hey, like I'm a city kid, right?
Yeah.
If I need to protect myself on God, like, bro,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got pockets, bro. You don't want to mess with a dude with pockets on God, like,
It's true. You don't know what's hiding in
exactly. You
there.
don't know what's hiding in there, bro. I could have some on me on God. Not saying that I would, but I mean,
It's
yes,
dangerous
yes.
out there. It's rough out in these parts.
Streets are rough
Yeah.
on God, on God.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I think this year has
Mhm.
been where my tech wear fashion has started to like really elevate. Just
Nice.
cause money, just cause
Yeah. Well,
money.
it is a little easier to, find your style when you have disposable income to,
Yeah, when you have pockets, on God.
yeah, pockets of money, pockets full of
Pockets of
money.
money.
No, but I love that. I think that's great that like in a way in a way like could you say like your model has kind of helped develop your fashion too in that sense?
It's like D&D, yo. Like, you want to live out your fantasy. You
Ah,
want to live out your fantasy,
yes.
bro.
Okay. So you are really bringing your vanilla frat fantasy to life. I
Shut
love.
up, bro. Dude. Like, legit, actually, legit.
No, it's dope.
Uh,
No, I love
yeah.
that. That's so good. I love that. And especially just like elevation of fashion in general.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even if like your aesthetic just happens to change, shift, like there's something very satisfying of just like being able to know like, oh shit, like I'm cooking, like I'm peaking, I'm
Yeah.
elevating here. Like there's something really
Exactly.
nice to see, especially like I don't know. Do you take fit pics or anything?
Oh my god, bro. Like, okay,
Like
so I
it's
currently I don't have a mirror, like
yeah,
a
yeah,
big enough
yeah.
mirror, because like I don't have enough space in my house for a big ass mirror. But like whenever
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
out in
yeah.
public, like of course I gotta take a quick, like, I go to the Zara, right? They have the
Yeah,
big
yes.
ass mirror. You know what? I'll take a quick one real just fast, just
Yes.
fast. Post it, see how people think about it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
or if like a friend's with me, right? I'd be
Yeah.
like, hey yo, hold the camera real quick. I'm gonna pose up real quick, and I
Yeah,
look
yeah,
stupid
yeah.
as holding up my shaka hands and stuff like that.
Yeah. But
And
you gotta get the OTD. You have to.
yeah, the outfit of the day on God. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta make sure like you get to see your progress and like the progress is good. When the progress is
Bro.
good, it's good.
I remember like I stopped. There was like one reason why I stopped like using the OTD hashtag,
Uh-huh.
right? And that's because like it was like a middle school thing. It was definitely a middle school thing,
Mm.
and it was because like I was very into like the what is it, the swagapino nerd aesthetic.
Yeah.
I stopped using that, but then now I'm starting to use it. Now I'm starting to use it because like I started feeling like proud of like what I was wearing and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You don't feel ashamed once you start doing that outfit of the day type shit.
Exactly. No, I completely understand that. I totally get it.
You get confident.
Yes. And you're just like,
and it's
this is
good.
the outfit of the day. And there will be other outfits of the day that you get to see later.
And it's like this entire like catalog of like
And
just
yeah, exactly.
banger fits.
And you get to see your progress over the years. And other people get to see the progress over the years.
Yeah, exactly. And then like people in the comments were like, damn, 2021, 2024 cooking, bro.
Cooking.
Like glow up on God. I feel like that's another thing too. Like a fit really makes a person,
Oh,
you can't just go on with like dinge. You can't go out with like dinge, like Yeezy, like Gen 1 Yeezy wear, bro. None of that. No, you gotta look good,
Yeah.
First impressions is key.
That's
key.
Full T. That's literally, I think, what makes or breaks a VTuber model at times. Like, especially amongst, I think it's a little bit, I would say like as a VTuber, as a content creator myself, and particularly because of the brand that I'm putting out, which is very fashion forward and fashion focused, like I do look at your model a lot. And that is my first impression of you if I'm looking at your Twitter. Like, no cap. I'm just like, your visual is my first impression. And if it's not a vibe, like, that does make or break you.
Yeah, like if it's that's actual facts. Cause like if it looks too busy, I don't know where to really focus on. Cause there needs to be like a focal point for like an outfit or a
Yeah.
model, and it definitely has to be the face. If the face
Oh
is
yeah.
not getting me right, then
Mm.
it's gonna be the outfit. And I don't, and of course, like the outfit's good, but I also want to know like I the VTuber is the personality at the end of the day, and I
Oh
feel like the
totally.
outfit should, it's an extension to you, but it should stay as an extension to you and not distract from the face. Everything
Yes.
should be there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and if it's too plain, right, then it's, I'm not gonna lie, a plain outfit is a lot more distracting than like a
Well, it's
busy
just
outfit.
like
Because sometimes
it's
I look at a plain outfit, it's like, damn, you could you could be cooking right now,
it's like
but you
damn bitch,
got
you
a
live
shirt.
like this. It's like
Yes.
damn bitch, you had all this money and that's what you put in. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what you came out with for your debut. Like no tea, no shade.
Like,
Like
yeah, no chi, no shade, but like, y'all need to like style it up a little
I
bit,
was
you
like I
know?
was like you're literally creating the anime character of like your dreams and
Mm,
this is what you give me. Like girl, go
exactly.
girl, it's giving me nothing sometimes.
Like, yeah, like for real. Like, if I look at you and you're like, yeah, okay, you know what? If you want to live the NPC vibe, I'll let you be you. I'll let you live your
Yeah, nothing
NPC
wrong
life.
with that. But it
Nothing wrong with that. But
yeah. But
again, first impressions is everything on God. Like,
tea, full tea, period.
full tea, full tea
Yeah,
on God.
with that, because your model, both of them, there's a lot going on without it, being too distracting, without it being too overwhelming. But are there any particular details that you say not everybody gets to see in the midst of a usual pace stream, or you think get missed out on, that you're just like, this is the time basically where we get to highlight that. This is the time where you're just like, this is the
Oh,
thing I want you to know, whether you ever get to see it or not. Like, this is the highlight, this is the charm point.
okay. So pretty much like on a pace stream, you're never ever gonna see like the toggles happen.
Yeah.
Originally it was gonna be because uh like each stream is gonna be different, right?
Yeah.
And I could just change it like at will. The original concept was I was gonna change it during stream, like change the model during stream. And it has like this whole transition, but that took up a lot of processing power, and
Yeah.
it crashed my PC whenever I played a game. So fuck that, we're not doing that no more.
Yeah.
Um, but stuff that the user doesn't get to see is like on the red virus mode. I have claws on that mode. I don't know if it shows up on the. I can send like a picture for you to look at and then add it post production later. But like,
Yeah.
there I have claws that people don't really get to see, and I'm gonna be real. Those claws are posable, and I made it so that they could work with what is it? The fuck is that thing? It's leap motion. That's what it's called. To make it work with leap motion, and it's again leap motion does not. It's a lot to process on my PC because I end up
Yeah.
having like a ton of programs on at once,
Yeah.
plus a game that I need to be running. Oh
Yeah.
my
To
god.
VTubing, the struggles of VTubing.
The struggles of VTubing, you
Our
want everything but you
PC
can't.
our PC is literally dying as we're streaming.
Yeah, precisely. But like I sent you like pictures of like what the claws look like and stuff like that.
I bet post production Kingyo is gonna be working hard, y'all.
Yep. Some other stuff that the viewer doesn't really see. Like, of course, on stream, you're
Yeah.
mostly like either from the waist up or like bust height, you know? So
Yeah.
you don't really see the tail. Another thing is too is that a lot of viewers don't see the skeleton underneath the actual model.
Yeah.
I can again, post production, King Yo, on God, thank you, God
Yes.
bless, right?
We love her. We love her so much.
And oh, okay, I literally forgot about this. To preface y'all, like Kingo asked, said like, oh, can you answer these questions? And I literally forgot the main one. Holy shit.
No, you're good.
My
you're
mask,
good.
right?
Yeah.
My mask has what is it? Emotes. And I never, yeah, my mask.
Hey, yo,
like, so
what? That's so
So the
dope.
mask has, so you see on the chibi model how like I have those eyes and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Those are
yeah.
on, like, I translated that to the actual model as well.
Hey, yo, what?
Yeah, so like, and the reason why I don't have them is because people I noticed the trend on the channel
Mhm.
that people want to see my face more than the mask. So they wanted to so most of
Yeah.
the time the mask is off.
Yeah, yeah,
The only
yeah.
time the mask is ever on is if like I'm having trouble with like the mouth moving or blinking, tracking and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And then I'll
yeah,
have the
yeah.
mask on, which is okay. People don't leave for that. People think it's cool. But when I put the eyes on it, I'm gonna be real. I worked pretty hard on those eyes because I had to make them like sync up with my actual blinking and
Yeah.
like movements and stuff like
Yeah. Oh
that.
my god, the tracking must have been brutal.
Yeah, it was okay. You get used to it, but like people did not, I wouldn't say they didn't fuck with it, because that's a lie. They definitely liked it, but I think it's all about that first impression or something like that, where it's like
Yeah.
the first impression, there's vibe with it, but not as much as the face, you know. Once
Yeah.
you see the face, it's all like, oh, soft boy under that mask, you know, and I kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that aesthetic.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
understand.
yeah, people don't really they don't they don't see that as often because
Yeah.
I kind of don't have a need for it anymore.
Mm.
He be hiding secrets from me. I be hiding secrets from y'all, yo. Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scene that I think, if you aren't a VTuber, um, completely just goes over people's heads because I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
this takes a lot. Like, it takes a lot. There's a lot of production that goes on behind the scenes
Yeah.
to like get stuff just all together. So when, you know, the crowd doesn't vibe, like, you know, it is what it is, it happens. But it's like, and like, if it's, especially if it's a negative, like, no one wants to, you know, spread that negativity. So of course we're just gonna keep it in, but it's just like, it is still at the end of the day just like, you know, if there's this work being put out, it's being put out for a reason. It's not willy-nilly like, oh, I just decided I'm just gonna do this thing. It's like, no, girl, I've been thinking about this thing for years. It's been a hot minute.
And they don't like it. That's what.
And
that's
then they
when,
don't like it. It's like after after ages of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, you put this thing out, and then and then stream is just like, eh. I was like, it's just damn, okay.
Oh.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. We're gonna put a quick pause on things as we've actually just been raided. Oh my god, hello. Where were we? We were somewhere about like your details, and then poof.
I know. We blab on too much, man. We yap too much.
I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
We're here for it.
And if you're not here for it, get out.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Just kidding. We love you.
Yeah.
I think it was like details like people missed about a model.
The work that gets put in, the blood, sweat, and
people
tears.
Put into those tiniest of details, and people don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we love to see it. We love to see it.
We love to see it.
Just keep that in mind moving forward, guys. Like, if you're just joining, if you're just here, if you're just vibing, if you've been here for ages from the beginning, it took a lot of work for every VTuber to start. Not even like the decision to just start and decide like, I'm gonna start VTubing, yay! But like to just even get themselves as a model together, to get their design together, to get the rigging, to get the debut. Like it took so much to get here.
Yeah,
so I hope
like
you can appreciate it, because we worked off, okay?
Oh yeah, like on God, like, and it's definitely like a lot of people like a lot of fans think it's just like, oh, I thought of this design one day and I'm gonna just make it into fruition. No, it's not as simple as that. Like, I know a lot of people that even hired like character designers to make their stuff, and seeing the amount of effort that they go through to have it and to get that, it all comes down to that good first impression with single VTuber. Like that's why like you see a lot of like model posts on Twitter just pop off, and Sometimes they make it, sometimes they break it. Who knows,
Yeah.
right? But it's that first initial like being recognized for having a good looking model, right?
Yep.
Having that cohesion, right?
Yep. Yup.
It's it's very very important.
It's huge.
People need to like. I would also say like if you are gonna be a VTuber, have some focus groups, right? Be be able to take criticism, right? When you need to, because like that's another thing about fashion as well. Like your friend can say that fit looks whack as on God, and you're gonna ask why. It's like, "Oh, I don't like how this looks or this looks," and then you can tweak the fit after that. Same thing with a VTuber model. You can ask your friends like, "Hey, how does this look? How does this look? Does it look whack as?" And then it's like, I don't really like how baggy the pants are. You know, maybe you
Yeah.
should experiment with this and stuff like that. Find people that like, can really give a comment about it, or maybe on a Discord server, or ask a VTuber. You can be all like,
True.
you could literally, message like a VTuber you follow, right? Message a VTuber you follow and be all like, hey, what do you think about this model? Can you give some design? Like, we'll be happy to answer. A lot of artists I already know are going to be happy to answer and give input on a model. Like, do it. It's such a good like tactic to use and stuff like that.
It never hurts to ask. The worst someone could say, which I hope if they do respond, they say like, "Hey, I don't feel comfortable answering." Like a no. A no is
Yeah.
the worst thing that could happen, and then you just move on.
You just move on. Yeah, it's not like they rejected you. It could be like they don't really want to do it at that particular time, or they just want to like they don't want to hurt your feelings with it.
Yeah,
Which
because critiquing can be hard in itself.
critiquing can be hard, and
Yeah.
it can be harsh depending on who it is. Yeah.
It's so true. Speaking of critiquing, this is actually my favorite question that I'll be asking in part of the segment. But hot takes. I love a good hot take, and I would love to get your hot take. I think we spoke a little bit on it, but the one thing you can think of that you see on Twitter, on your timeline, when it comes to VTubers, what's an overrated trend in VTuber fashion that you would just like gone? Like if like today, September, on time of recording, if the next day that trend was gone completely, what trend would it be?
I already know.
All right.
What it is. It's
bet.
the slow like slash retweet reveal posts. 10 likes and 5 retweets, and I'll show my feet of my model or concept design. The next one, 200
Oh my gosh,
likes and reposts to show my titties off and shit like that.
Yeah.
Bro, just show the fucking model, bro. Don't make it a game. Right? We know you're engagement farming, dickhead, right? Knock it off. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. If you're gonna post a teaser post, post a teaser post. You don't need like, I don't know. Whenever I see those posts, it's all like, sometimes like part of the model is just not as good as the rest of it, so I just tend to scroll by it. It's not just like, oh, engagement farming thing. It also hurts the model as well, because like we don't know how the full model looks, and this is going to be this is our first impressions of you showing off like a blank of your model's basic silhouette, and
or just like a piece, a small piece that may not be like very cohesive by itself, but it's cohesive with the whole model. Yeah. No, I totally understand that.
Oh my god, I want that gone. I want it gone. Get out.
I think is it something that still shows up on your timeline a lot? Because for me, I think it's decreased a bit.
It's decreased a bit, I feel like, but definitely
I don't see it as much. I think people are they're starting to get a little more creative. I think people are realizing like, damn, this trend's kind of becoming a dime a dozen now. So
yeah, it's either becoming a dime. Go fucking ADHD brain on God. But like, I still see it from time to time, and it just kind of the back of my mind is like, bro, you should really like
cut that.
Shut
it down.
Stop.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Get it out of here. But like, there should be like another one that I'm thinking of. Oh, this is not gonna change. It's the PNG. The PNG tier list. I hate that.
What is the PNG tier list for those who might not know, which includes me?
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was a. I would say definitely the trend has died out,
Mm-hmm.
but it's when VTuber it's when like Tier Maker, you know that site, right?
Yeah,
With all the
yeah.
tier lists
I'm
was
familiar with
such a
that.
big thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and people would always do like, oh, I am doing a tier list on who's the cutest VTuber model or who I can beat in a fight, and then they
Yeah.
end up basing the model off of the outfit that they're wearing or off of their fit. Like again, of course,
Mm-hmm.
first impressions, it all comes back down to that.
Yeah.
But it also leads into negative criticism. Like, what is it?
Mm.
There was a
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you feel about like me mentioning drama, but
No, go off.
that go off.
Go
Okay,
off.
good. Right. There was a stream that was like rating people's what is it? VTuber fits or
Yeah.
like their outfits or their designs or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were with a group of friends and there was this bitch with like a cow model and stuff like that, and she just started going real high schooler mean girl type shit, like saying,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh blah 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 blah. Oh this prissy ass bitch or whatever the fuck." I'm like, bro, like why we going high schooler mode on this, shit, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The tier list stuff leads into like negative first impressions. I feel like.
Yeah, yeah.
Another thing too, I feel like with VTuber fashion,
Mm-hmm.
guys, everyone's not original. Like
Yeah.
it's like a post every single like day or every single week. It's like the monster of the week, like Power Rangers type shit, where someone's saying like she copied my design or some shit like that. Like, bro, they both look generic, bro. You two are not special. Oh God,
Yeah.
like that. I feel like stopping the petty bullshit. Like, if you really are in tune with your character that much and your model's design, like that's good on you, but you kind of have to realize and face the music
Mm-hmm.
that people are gonna look exactly like you. Like
Yeah.
hell, yeah, when I first started, right, I found someone that had the exact same haircut as my model, the
Yeah.
exact same color scheme as my model, and the exact same like colored hat
Yep.
as my model. It's not a frog hat, but it was like the exact same, and people always constantly get us mixed up
Yep.
all the time,
Yep. Yeah.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna overlap. If we think it's both a dope style, like hey, like that means we possibly both like the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, that's a friend right there. But like people choose to be negative and choose to be mean girl when it comes to their stuff. And like if it's gonna be like that, then be like the fashion community where we're all like giving takes on people's outfits and stuff like that, and actually like, oh, you like this outfit? Oh, I'm gonna try this outfit too. And it's like, fuck it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, go for it. Twinning on God, you know?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of people who take that line of plagiarism and bring it a little bit too close to themselves with their brand. Because like you said, originality is dead, but it's very different than plagiarism. Influences, inspirations are very different than, full-on plagiarism. So I definitely agree with that. And before we move on to our next question, I do want to acknowledge the third raid we've gotten today from Devious Sprite. Thank you so much. Let me give you a quick shout out. So we've actually just finished. We're actually getting into the latter half of the interview now, which is kind of crazy. It's like we've spent a good hot minute
Oh, we've been going
yapping.
off.
I mean,
We've been going off.
it's been
Oh,
fun.
God.
It's been so fun.
Mhm.
I'm so excited to like just review this and just get into it in the nitty gritty post production. Post production Kinga is gonna be like, I have so much to look at, but also she's gonna be like, I'm so glad I have so much to look at. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited to edit already. And after this question, following this question, what's another outfit aesthetic you'd like to explore or try with your model in the future? I know you've done a lot of exploring with your current aesthetic right now, both with your model and with your fashion IRL, but are there aesthetics that you've looked at, across the way from other VTuber models or just online that you're like, I would really like to apply this to my own one day? Like anything that just comes to mind.
So I did send you those work in progress pictures
You
of the
did.
next model. I don't know if you have them right now. I don't
I
mind if you share
do.
them. You
Yeah.
do?
Yes.
What? What?
Yes,
What?
we have the new model reference
You
already
can
on
show it, yeah.
queue, and I write bet.
Yeah, you can show it. I'm fine with it. Yeah. So, like, stuff that I there's this anime that I really love watching. It's called Nanbaka. And it's
Yes.
like about
Oh,
like
sorry, that
prisoners.
was really loud, y'all. Yes. Oh my god, get into it. That
Oh
the
my god.
aesthetic for Nanbaka,
I love Nanbaka. It's so flamboyant. It's
so
so
good.
flamboyant masculine, you know? And
No,
I'm really into that.
I totally get
Yeah.
what you mean because it's like it's very aesthetically reminiscent of JoJo. It's not JoJo like art style, but coloring wise, there's something about this very reminiscent of JoJo that I would call campy.
I would say like the bold colors is something that I really took from a lot of anime, just like
Mm.
JoJo and like Nanbaka.
Mm.
Um and so I wanted like to delve more into the virus motif, but not just like virus. So I'm delving more into what is it? Like stuff about like a computer, like oh
Yeah.
what what is something that's an enemy to a virus? And I kid you not, when I posted my model and like I put virus in like my Twitter name, a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of antivirus software like accounts started like following me for some reason. And I was like, bro, I don't
The
want you
bots.
here, bro.
The
Y'all the enemy,
bots.
bro. Yeah, either the bots or like y'all are just the enemy, bro. I don't want no antivirus on my virus
Yeah.
page, bro. Oh god.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, what if I like made it like a prisoner that was stuck in the firewall, you know? Yeah, so
Oh.
like in like it was gonna be based on a I was like, okay, prisoner outfit. That sounds good. And I really like Nanbaka. Let's combine the two, make
Mm-hmm.
my sort of own like Nanbaka prisoner OC and see what happens, you know? Like and it kind of like went from there. I wanted to like keep the jacket and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I was told by like some friends like, oh, we should have like a toggle where like you have the jacket on like if you're on
Mm-hmm.
Twitch, and if you're live on your ASMR channel you can take it off for like a more calmer look. um
Cause like, can I just like a real quick detail I'm noticing here with the model? Is that a turtleneck I see here, alongside a cropped jacket?
yes,
And then you
that
have
is going to
slacks, and these are slacks.
so it's going to be like a sort of prisoner like
Yeah,
slacks, like
prisoner
yeah,
chic,
khaki slacks
prisoner
outfit,
chic.
yeah. Prisoner chic, on god, yeah.
Okay, but like the top half, I love this so much. I love
Thank
this. I'm
you.
chat. Guys. I don't know if I've already said this. I've said this a couple times now. I'm like such a slut for like a good turtleneck. I'm just really here for it.
People should wear turtlenecks more,
Like if
like
it wasn't
for
for the fact that
real.
like summer is a real season here, where I live, like turtlenecks would be, I'd be on that all the time, man.
Turtlenecks make you look like if a dude wears a turtleneck, it makes you look muscular. If like a female wears a turtleneck, it makes him look so sophisticated. It's crazy. The power, dude. The power.
And then the sleeveless turtleneck. I see you in there in the chat speaking the sleeveless turtleneck.
The sleeveless turtleneck goes
Go off.
crazy.
Sleeveless
hmm
turtleneck, go burr. Go
hmm
burr.
Yeah, make him go goofy, go brr. Oh my
Burr.
god, like legit. But for the prisoner outfit, I didn't want to like. I tossed around a couple ideas where it was like,
Mm-hmm.
should I go for a just straight up prisoner shirt,
Yeah.
or should I like kind of combine some elements that I really wanted to use? Because like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the stuff that I'm really into and my current model, that's not the
Yeah.
one that you're seeing right now,
Yeah. Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
virus model,
Yeah.
is doesn't really like translate well. So
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff that I'm into for my Twitch side is like a lot of rapping, a lot of street stuff like graffiti. I love
Mm.
graffiti. City boy, on god, like 24/7, on god.
Yeah.
Like
You're here for
tagging
them
and stuff like
tags.
that.
You're here for them
Yeah,
tags.
we put up tags on god. Yeah, we put up tags everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And when they I remember I got like a comment on one of my what is it, streams, and they were like, your voice does not match the softness of the model. I'm like, And then I switched to like the virus mode, and then they were all like, "Yeah, it still doesn't match." I'm like, you know what?
Aw.
You're right. It doesn't match, and it sucks when you hear that.
Yeah,
It
it's
really sucks when you hear
but it
that.
was good critique. Like it was very valid critique of like you have this like specific type of voice, but and like I completely understand where that criticism comes from, especially now that like I see your new reference image compared to your previous reference images. Like you're like melanated here, like full T.
Yeah. So like in okay, back then I was very much in the idea of like it's just a character. I
Yeah.
don't play the character. It's just an OC that I have.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And I also it was during a time in the VTuber community where a lot of like melanin coded VTubers were kind of like look I wouldn't say look not getting promoted as much, you know, like we're put to the wayside.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find a design that really accentuate like actually like that made my skin look good, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, we going light skin on this. On God,
Yeah.
we're going light
Yeah.
skin. And it was kind of unfortunate, and it stayed, you know. And a
Mhm.
lot of people that seen me in like real life, they're all like, dang, you're dark as fuck. What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, and getting those reactions, I'm like, what you think I was like it, it's like, oh, I thought you were gonna be, you know, like taller or like lighter. I was like, no,
Yeah.
no. I mean, like, of course there are other VTubers that have like the same like light skin and then they're actually
Mhm.
dark in real life. But like for me, I kind of wanted to like actually, put in my actual skin tone. So like
Yeah.
not only like to show people like, hey, this is who I actually am. I'm not like light skin, you know,
Yeah.
but to actually not actually, but to like this is gonna be stupid, but to cosplay in real life as my character.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, Hazumi's done it.
Oh my god, exactly. When I saw Hazumi do it in real life, I was like, dude, I need to do this too.
Yeah. No, it's definitely something like I considered as well with my own model. Multiple factors of just like I want to make sure I see myself in my model. I want to make sure I see me in this. Like I want to make sure like I design myself so that I can cosplay it one of these days. Cause like
Exactly.
I'm not that. I'm like I sew, but I'm like I'm not a seamstress.
Mm-hmm.
So gotta make sure it stays within my skill set. Cause I'm not trying to commission somebody for this.
Exactly. Like, and that's another thing too with like the model that I needed to figure out is like
Yeah.
how can I make this easy to cosplay without breaking the bank? You
Oh,
know?
totally, completely
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah. So like I was all like experimenting with colors, like, oh, should I go with like the orange suit or like
Mhm.
a white like suit, like
Yeah.
traditional prisoner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Technically,
Yeah.
those are traditional prisoner colors, but like,
Yeah.
and I was trying to figure out ways to combine elements of like graffiti with the prisoner aesthetic, and
Yeah.
at first it was really jank. It was gonna be like this weird like mummy wrapped uh black suit and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and I was like, this doesn't match. I look like a mummy. I don't want this shit. And then I was
Yeah.
thinking like maybe I should spray paint the lines on myself instead
Yeah.
of actually having a like issued suit, you know, an issued prisoner outfit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
showed like some test groups, I showed my friends, and then they're all like, that's a bit too much. You look more like a chalkboard at this point, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's understandable too. So I was like, how about I just do the shirt and my hands? Because I want some color in there. Granted, they're
Mhm.
not gonna see the color, but in pictures it's gonna be pretty nice, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't want like um I didn't want an intense design because again, I want to be able to cosplay my
Mhm.
model like when
Yep.
I go outside to conventions
It's
and
like
stuff like that.
there's some realism that needs to be applied here. It's like if it's gonna happen.
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, you know.
Mhm.
Like shout out to the people that have really intricate models. Like y'all fulfill a niche in the community, and we
Yes.
love intricate models.
Yes.
But for self-fulfillment purposes, I want to be able to like take pictures as as you know, Pace, as
Yes.
Pace, not as
And
like the person behind
and
Pace,
that's
but
not
like
to say
yeah.
this isn't lacking in details at all. Like there are details here that are, I can tell there was a lot of thought put into this from like top to bottom when it came to just like hair. You have specific details in your hair that like reference to your previous models. Again, and those
Mhm.
details bleed down into like the gloves, and then the, is it like ball bearings? I'm not sure what you call
Yeah,
those, but like the
so
chains and the
the ball and
balls.
chain,
Yeah, the
yeah.
ball and chain.
Yeah,
And then
so I
you
was
don't
yeah.
like lose those details in the jacket either. Like even though it's not your most traditional prisoner outfit, like most prisoner outfits tend to be, black, white stripes, like you can still
Mhm.
tell this is very strongly influenced by the prisoner aesthetic. And like you've done a great job putting those pieces together, and I'm super excited to see this come into
Thank
fruition.
you.
Like this is such a dope piece, and I think it gives references to your old model, your old aesthetic, but it's still bringing in like something new across like not just coloring but just design in full. So I'm super excited to see this come into fruition and come to life, and I
Yeah.
can't wait for your debut.
Yeah, it's gonna be a full-on 2D model and stuff like that because like I realize 3D is a lot to process. It's so fucking hard to
Yeah.
process a 3D model, and I think it's one
Yeah.
of the reasons why what is it? A lot of the stuff that I really wanted in streaming just didn't wasn't able to work out because it's
Mhm.
3D is just so fucking taxing.
Mhm. So will
But
we be
yeah.
expecting this model to be 2D next?
Yes, yes, it
Ooh,
is going to be
exciting.
2D. Maybe it might be what is it? If I finalize the design but I don't have like any um rigger and
Mhm.
artist to make it cuz I am going to hire an artist to make it cuz I just
Mhm.
got so fucking busy.
Yeah.
Then it's probably going to be PNG first and then live 2D, but of course I'm not going to touch 3D for a while. Like
Yeah,
as much
yeah.
as I love 3D. Oh, you're excited for the debut? Yeah, yo. Like,
She'll be on the
it's
3D
gonna be a
3D
while.
3D new model. She'll be on the back burner. They'll be on
I'll
the
be on
back
the
burner.
back burner.
Got
Yeah,
it.
oh
I
god.
completely understand that. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 3D
Well,
debut
mhm.
when we can see results. You know, if
Yes.
we see results, we see results. But I also wanted like a model that, um, like what I said earlier, matches my voice
Yep.
and makes sense for it to seem chaotic at times,
Mhm.
but also calm at other times, you know? Because
Yeah.
I want to use this model both on my ASMR channel and my main Twitch channel.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
think this is going to be the first step to like getting to that equilibrium we talked about earlier. I
Yeah.
think this is a very good step in that direction, and I'm super excited to see this. I really, really do like this
Bro, it's
design.
gonna
I like it when I see like more of the lighter colors come up. We see a lot of, I think there's a lot of saturated colors and like darker colors within VTuber models sometimes. So it's really nice to see
hmm
something like come out more on a lighter color palette.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wanted another thing too is like I was trying to figure out a way to blend my my dark skin tone and
Oh,
pastel
so true.
colors.
Okay,
Like
but like
but
full T, like
yes.
I think maybe controversial opinion, but it's like darker skin tones look great against white.
Dude, oh my god.
Like,
Yo, Keishan's hair, bro?
have you
Like
not have? It's like it's been proven. Like, do you not see me right here, right now, in this moment?
exactly. Like
Like,
it elevates. It elevates, bro.
yeah.
Like
So
it
I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
It's right there.
It's right
Examples.
there, and you see it
Right
right here
there.
too, right at this reference
Mm-hmm.
image where we will see it hopefully soon.
Soon. I'm crossing fingers on this. I'm
Very
crossing
excited
fingers.
for that to happen, and when it does, I'll be right there with another episode of Fishing for Fashion waiting for ya.
Yeah, we out. We out. We wilding out. We going off. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, what happened?
Oh no, I was just about to say, with that's actually the last of my questions.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna
But
lie.
yeah, I'm thinking of like if this model comes like if it actually comes through, then
Mm.
I want to make merch of like the
Oh
ball and
yes.
chain
Yeah. Oh, that would be
as
so
as
good. Like
actual
keychains? Keychains?
as keychains and as actual like like wearable like wrist
Oh,
like
like
actual bracelets and
bangles. Yeah.
yeah, like a
I
bangle and
see
stuff like that.
earrings for you in your future. If you want
Oh
to get
my
into that. Uh,
dude, oh my god, these as earrings would be crazy. A ball and chain earring.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it'd
see
be
that for you.
crazy. I don't have the frog on here. I know on the other references I had the frog, but
That's your like mascot.
yeah, it's a little mascot that I stole from Yu-Gi-Oh. But
Nice.
people seem to love it. People seem to love my little
He'll
frog.
make his appearance. He'll make his appearance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
soon. Maybe time will come, but I haven't found a good place to put. I haven't found a good place to put the frog yet.
Mhm.
So yeah,
We'll get there. We'll get there.
we'll get there one of these
Yeah.
days. But
Well, again, that has been the last of my questions. Thank you so much again for joining me on this episode. I'm
oh, it's a
really
pleasure.
glad to have had you, and I'm super excited to see this new model come in the near future. Before we call it, is there anything that you have in the works coming up that you wanted to highlight, that you wanted to mention? Just anything you want to plug again, even though it's really awkward and like really weird to do
Mm.
that sometimes. But we out here hustling, so we
We out
gonna
here
plug.
hustling.
We
On
gonna
God,
plug.
yeah. I wouldn't say. I would say the only thing that is in the works right now is. Oh no, that's not the only thing in the works. So right now, of course, the model,
Mm.
but I don't know if you know the game Dress to Impress, right? From on Roblox.
Do I
Dude,
know Dress to
I
Impress?
am.
Do
So
I know Dress to
I'm
That is what
thinking.
I have
I'm.
completely. That is all that I do. Pretty much any other
Dude,
stream. My entire
I'm
chat.
literally going to. So I'm currently writing a Dress to Impress rap right now.
Hey
So hopefully
yo.
I can get that out within like hopefully by the end of the month if I'm not too busy. Um, and that's pretty much what I have quote unquote planned. Stuff that I do want to plug. I hate it when I plug it, but my ASMR channel. I mean that's the only channel that pop off. But hey, we out here hustling. We out here hustling.
What is your ASMR channel if you don't mind me mentioning,
So
or
it
if you don't mind?
is. I'll paste it real quick and I'll
The
send it
post
to you.
production Kingo will be working hard
Thank
to
you,
produce
post production
episode.
king, yo.
So yes, we will add those in for you on the YouTubes when
Mm,
this video does come out fully edited.
yeah. Like, of course, I'll be spinning bars, but like, the main one is where all the new the new fans be on, the
Got
ASMR
it.
channel.
Got you.
I want them to feel loved as well.
Got you. Got you. We will be sure
Yeah,
to plug that in.
yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you
Mhm.
again. This has been so great. This has been so
Yeah.
fun. Again, I gotta plug myself a little bit too. Please remember
Yes.
for you, all of y'all on YouTube, to like, comment, subscribe, because like I plan to do many more of these and plan to interview many more of VTubers. And so we will be having an episode coming up, episode 4 coming up as well, where we will have somebody else.
Oh, you didn't even tell me who. That's crazy.
No, I'm keeping you on your toes. That's how you know you're gonna have to come back.
Bruh. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, well, thank you so much again, and we'll see you again next time. Take care.
Yee.
Bye.